welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new. My name is Veranda and I create lifestyle, motherhood, and cleaning videos here on my channel. If you would, please hit that subscribe button so you can become a part of my YouTube family. So today we are going to be doing a deep clean video on my daughter's room. So far I did my son's room. I'm going to be doing my daughter's room, and then after this video will be my room. So if you want to see more, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to like this video as well. The first thing I'm going to be doing is going through her toys. She has a lot of toys in here, and there are a lot of them in here that are broken, so I'm going to go ahead and go through and pretty much just get rid of everything that is broken and all of those little toys that you get from fast food restaurants. I hate having all of that clutter, so I'm gonna get rid of all of that stuff. So what I did is I went ahead and made about 4 separate piles. So I had a pile or a trash bag where I put all of the trash, the toys that were broken, and then I had a pile of the toys that we are going to keep, and then I had a separate pile for my baby's toys because I put those in a separate bin. And then the last pile I had was all of her stuffed animals because I do put those in a separate area in her room as well. And as you can see, my daughter showed up and she was sitting there watching me like a hawk, just making sure I wasn't throwing away any of her good stuff.
Drop it.
After I got all of her toys put in separate piles, I went ahead and started putting them away, which I didn't film that part because it would have taken forever, and I didn't want this video to be too long. So what I did was I put all of her little toys for her dollhouse inside of the dollhouse. She had these little magnetic building things, and I put them all in a bag. And then I ended up putting all of her super small toys in a separate bag and just kind of started putting the sets and stuff together, and then everything went back into the toy box. So after this, you're going to see the end result of her little toy area. Up next, I'm going to go ahead and tackle this area of her room. So this is where I keep all of my baby's toys and pretty much all of her stuffed animals. So I am going to go ahead and take out the 3 bins and go through all the toys, make sure they only are my baby's toys. So I have 1 bin with all of my baby's little toys, another bin with more of his toys and more of like his stuffed toys, and then the 3rd bin I put my daughter's super small stuffed animals, and then in that middle shelf I put all of the rest of her stuffed animals. So yeah, that is what I'm gonna go ahead and do, and just get this area back to the way it's supposed to be. So now that I went through all of her toys, got rid of all of the stuff that was useless, and got everything put back in its place, I'm going to go ahead and take everything out of her room, because next up I have to shampoo her carpets. Her carpets were super dirty. There were like little stains all over the place. So I am going to go ahead and take everything out of the room to get it prepared to start shampooing. So originally I was gonna take everything out of the room, including the crib, but then I remembered the crib does not fit through the door frame, so I would have to take the whole thing apart, and I didn't want to do that. So I just decided to leave the crib in the room because it only has the 4 posts that are in contact with the carpet. I figured it would be fine if I shampoo the carpet and still have the bed there, because 99.9% of the carpet would be dry except those 4 small areas where the crib posts were. So I then decided to also use the crib as storage. So I went ahead and took the drawers from my daughter's dresser and just stuck them in the crib, so that way I wouldn't have to take everything out of the room. So this worked out perfectly. Back to when we felt like this was forever. Can I take you there? Next up, I am vacuuming my carpets. Again, just to get them prepared for the shampooing, you want to make sure your carpets are nice and clean. And I absolutely love this vacuum. This is the Shark Duo Clean vacuum. I will leave a link to it in the description. This is an older model, so they don't sell this model anymore, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave a link to the newer one if you guys are interested. It really is a super, super great vacuum. And now I am gonna go ahead and clean the entire room, all of the doors, the baseboards, all of the walls. I'm just gonna get my disinfectant cleaner and just get everything nice and clean before I actually do the shampooing, which was a little different when I did my son's room. I shampooed the floors first and then I cleaned the floorboards, which I found was a mistake on my part because I couldn't like get on my hands and knees and clean the baseboards without my knees getting soaking wet. So I decided to do it first this time. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean and wipe everything down before I shampoo the carpets.
Like it was the first time, do you remember? Can I take you there? You're all I need. Can I take you there? Can I take you there?
And now I am gonna go ahead and start shampooing the carpets. I just used some carpet cleaner that I bought from Sam's Club and my new shampooer, which I will leave a link to this in the description as well. This is a Bissell brand and I absolutely love it. I had a Hoover one before, and after using this in my son's room, I would definitely recommend this one over the Hoover. The biggest reason I didn't buy this one originally was because it cost way more than the Hoover did, and I was kind of afraid of investing that money. But if I would go back, I would definitely buy this one instead. I would for sure say go ahead and pay the extra money and get this one because it is 1,000 times better. It cleans the floors better and you don't have to refill the water tank as often. And now I am gonna go ahead and use the upholstery attachment to get really close up to the edges of the carpet. I find that this worked super, super well to get right up along the edges. And then there were a couple of spots on her carpet where there were some really, really deep stains that I wasn't able to get out just by using the shampooer. So I used this little tool to spray it down really well and then just to kind of really get in there and scrub. And it worked like a charm to get those out. So yeah, I'm just gonna go around all of the perimeter of the room and get all of those edges cleaned up really, really well. Okay, so I have this room completely done. I shampooed it twice, so I went this direction and then I went this direction, and then I just did a few more passes with just the suction, and then I cleaned all the baseboards. I finished up cleaning this wall right here, and so what we're gonna do, the window is open, we're gonna let it air out overnight, and then tomorrow I will put all of this stuff back where it goes. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, it is the next day and the floor is pretty much dry in here. There is still an area like right around here where we get most of the foot traffic that it's still a little bit wet. But what I'm gonna do is I'm still gonna go ahead and put all the furniture back where it goes. And then I'm just going to make sure nobody comes in this room, probably for another day, and then everything will be in its place. But the areas where I'm putting the furniture are dry. It's just this little area right here that isn't. And then I don't want the kids walking in and out of here when the carpet is still wet, because it is easier for it to get dirty when it's still wet. So I am just going to make sure they stay out of this room. But let's go ahead and get some furniture in here. Alright, you guys, we have a little monster in here, but the floor is completely dry today. It is the next day, and I just decided to give it a whole nother day. I forgot to vacuum before I put all the furniture in here, but I vacuumed today. Yeah, and it looks really good. So as you can see, and it feels really soft on my feet. So you can see all those little spots that were here before are all gone. It had been starting to smell like musky and stuff in here, but after I shampooed the carpet and let it air out, it is all better. So yeah, Isa's room is all done. I am gonna go ahead and close out this video. If you liked it, please give us a huge thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you are new and you would like to see more videos. Also, comment down below and let me know what you are doing for your spring cleaning and during this quarantine time. I will plan on seeing you in my next video. Bye!